Yo, what is up, everybody, and welcome back to another week of the Challenge Circuit course guides. This week we have the Nice Shot Championship at Playa Saona. Playa Saona? Playa Saona? I really suck at pronouncing things, but this is where you're playing this week for the Nice Shot Championship in the Challenge Circuit. Can't believe that we are already in week number 19. We are fast approaching the halfway point of the season, actually, which is extremely exciting. And hopefully these Challenge Circuit course guides have helped you not only just out on the course, but throughout the course of your career on the TGC Tours so far. This week, I think we're going to see a little bit of a downward trend in scores, or upward trend, I guess, as this course play is fairly difficult. Probably one of the most difficult courses that have been played over the course of the last probably 10, 15 weeks. But a lot of it comes down to course management and avoiding mistakes. And it depends on what type of player you are on whether you're going to score good at this course or could maybe potentially get into some trouble. But before we get out into the course, I'd just like to say, if you do end up enjoying this video, please make sure to leave a like on the video. I would greatly appreciate it. It helps me out, helps the channel out, helps the video out. And also, if you have not subscribed yet, make sure to subscribe to the channel as well. Turn on notifications. That way, you're notified every time a video goes live. Well, let's head out for this Challenge Circuit course guide. Let's get the course management started and hopefully get you all on your way to some good scores this week. All right, here we are. Hole number 1. We're going to start it right off. This hole is very key to kind of start your round off a little hot. So you can take driver into this. If you miss, you're going to want to miss left. Of course, avoid water. The reason I say that, if you hit right, the way that this green is, and I wish I could zoom in to show you, but the way that this green is, it starts here and it slopes all the way downhill. It slopes off down the back. It slopes off to the left. So if you end up hitting it in the bunker or in the rough off tee, to try to save it and keep it on the green to get your birdie is going to be a little difficult. So if you miss left, that way you have a lot more green to work with and can avoid the potential of going off the green and having to try to chip it in for a birdie. Or you could do this, which is just lay up. Oh, but don't very fast it. But you can lay up down the left side here, and get yourself a nice little 5, 4, 6 iron, whatever clubs that you're using. That way you can attempt to probably stick it on the green and get yourself a putt. This is what I meant. See how it all slopes out. And coming out of the rough on the right side or the bunker, you're going to be hitting this slope. You're going to be moving it out to the left. You're going to be going long and running it off the backside of the green, and you're going to have to chip or flop back up. So I suggest just left side, miss it left as best as you can. If you are to miss it left. But really, I think just laying up with a 3-wood coming in, this gives you a pretty good landing zone coming in, especially on firm, fast greens and fairways. Except we fasted it. We're trying not to do that. This all runs out hard. It's a little waste area back here. That was pretty bad. We get it in? Oh, we lip it. Oh, man. All right. Darn it. Well, I did what I wanted. I put it on the left side, and I still ended up with a par. That was a bad approach shot coming in, though. But, I mean, right off the bat, it's like that course management. Like, right off the get. Number 2, our first par 5. Just keep it fairway. You can actually make it up there into fairly easily, so just keep it in the fairway. Whether you're right side, left side, down the middle, doesn't matter. As long as you just keep it in the fairway, you have a pretty good chance of getting it up there and potentially getting a birdie, whether that be through a chip or through a putt. We're gonna play this off. Just keep it in the crater. Don't go up the hill. Come back down. Oh, it didn't come back down. That's right. You just got to keep it in the crater. Even if you go past the crater, as you see, it still slopes out, so you'll just have like a splash shot coming back. There's a lot of places that you can score around this green. Of course, getting it here though is good, because hopefully we can bury this home for an eagle. Straighten out. Nice. Here we are. It's a good eagle. This one I eagled the most, though, this hole. All right. Starting to see more course management. Lots of water on this course. There's actually a hole where it bleeds into the bunker as well. So you just gotta, you have to avoid it. You have to avoid the hazards. But this is what I was saying, that we're gonna have probably some pretty high scores this week, just because there are a lot of hazards. There is a lot of course management. There's a lot of places where you can get into trouble, bogeys, double bogeys, triple bogeys, and I think there's gonna be a ton of blow up holes this week from a lot of people. If you're scared, just try to play it off in the middle. That all funnels back. So that's what we're going to try to work with. Slightly faceted, so we're probably not going to get down this hill. This is going to be a pretty tough putt. But we're not in the water, so that is a positive. Now, because this putt is red slope, orange slope, we're actually going to play this back, way back. Instead of the normal, like, 20 feet, we're going to play this probably back to, like, 12, 10. I just want to hit this slope. It will roll the rest of the way, but I just want to avoid taking it off of the green here. So let's line this up. And let's bring this back. We just want to avoid running it off the green. This still might be too much power on it. You just want to gradually hit that slope. Bring it down towards the hole. That was actually good power. Again, just avoiding. We'll take our par here. If we can avoid a blow up on this hole, that's great. We'll take our par. Of course, you know, I want to not fast it and run it down that hill towards the hole, but we didn't get that, and that's okay. Okay. Here's another example of what type of player you are, what course management you want to do. So for me, I go for this 100 times out of 100 times. I have went into the water quite a few times. The smart move is just to bring a 3-wood out, because you're going to have a pitch in. Like, it's not going to be anything. But I want to get this thing on the green because I'm an idiot. So I'm actually going to try to fade this in a touch. Try to avoid a very fast and try to get this in. But the smart play, lay it up, take your pitch, get a birdie. I just get greedy and try to go for eagles. Didn't fast enough, so might make bunker. No, this will be all right over here. There's a bunch of waste over here, so that actually works for other rounds. All right, I'm gonna see if I can get this gap wedge running just a touch down this hill. Settle. A little too much. A little too much. See if we can still get our birdie, though. Yes, we can. All right. You can fade it in there nicely under the green. It's just definitely playing with fire. More water. You got a lot of it this week. Lots of water this week. A lot of places for blow-up holes. So, again, just try to keep it fairway. I've been bringing a little bit of draw just to work with the natural kind of like draw of the fairway. You can play it back. This hole's a little bit different just because it's so long coming in on your second shot. Because it's a little bit longer of a par 4. So I just say grip and rip it. Even if you go a little left or right into the rough sand trap, you got a ton of green to work with, so. Grip and rip. Another green that slopes out down to the hole and kind of off the green. Real easy to get miss over to the left, especially if you fast a lot like me. We just want to try to keep this kind of right in line here. We want it to land. I want it to land about right here because with the firm greens, it's going to hit and it's going to take a pretty big bounce, and I want to keep this thing on the green. So we're going to play this over a little bit. Loft this up. Try to put a little bit of spin on it so that we can try to get it to hold. And I was about to say, hopefully not fast it. Should stick. Oh, barely. This just goes to show you, it's real easy to get into trouble here, especially if your shot's a little off. It's gonna be a really interesting week of scores. Because just like that, we're now looking at a bogey. We don't make this. That came a little hot. Uphill slope. I thought that would not get up as much, especially with the lie ahead. It's interesting. See if we can save it. We do. Whew. That's a big par save right there. Go on to our second par 5. Another one that's pretty easy to hit into. Just keep it right side. I've actually never played it over here. I don't think that even helps you even in the slightest. But maybe in a high wind scenario, it might be best to play it over there just to avoid the bunker. I was literally going to say avoid the bunker. Straight ball, we ain't going to be able to make it there in 2. Normally what you do is you would try to land it here. You want to catapult yourself on this downslope here and run it up towards the green, which is very, very possible on this course, just as long as you keep it in the fairway, which unfortunately we did not. Because if you hit it too solid on the green, let's say you were to hit it solid on the green, if you get up past the hole, this is just a really nasty putt back. So I would say, if anything, just always try to be short here for this pin selection. Even chipping or splashing from back here, it's just, you have so much potential to overrun it back off the green. So just try to avoid that. Course management. Tons of course management at this course. I am fasting everything, like, very badly. This is probably some of the most course management Challenge Circuit has had this season so far. It's close. Alright, let's see if we can get a birdie. Again, we're going to play this back a little bit more in power, because we just don't want this to run back too far and off the green. Because then, again, blow up hole, which we want to avoid. At all costs. That's a good birdie. We will take that 30 times out of 10 times. Oh! We get a nice little replay for Hemo, too? Even if we miss that putt, though, that doesn't go too far past the hole, so we have a chance to recover for a par. That's what you wanted to do. Try to get it close. All right, you can play this one of two ways. Completely safe to play this back. Not a long shot coming in for 2. A nice little wedge in. So playing this back with more fairway, completely fine. I like pitches better, so I'm going to definitely get it up, try to get it up here a little bit further, because we'll be bringing a pitch in at that point. But then you run the risk of doing exactly what I just did, and misstriking your ball, and boom shakalaka, you're now out of it, and hopefully we can avoid a blow up hole now. So easy to do that at this course. That is one of the ugliest shots I've had in a while. Wow. Well then. My shot is not doing too good today. Not doing too good at all. I don't know. I don't know what the hell that was. I can't believe we even landed it on the bridge. Oh, gosh. Well, let's see if we can save a bogey. We cannot. Hit it a little too hard. So just like that, we take a double. That's how quickly this course can turn on you. My shot's definitely a little off right now, though. One of the most straightforward holes. Just don't go long. This is another instance of missing short is completely fine. Just do not go long. Try to slow it down some, and that's exactly what we do. It'll work. At least we'll be able to save our par. All right, this is another scenario of depending on how close you want to be. I've been laying it up. You can definitely fade it into here or draw it depending on what hand you swing with, but you can do that. Just give yourself a nice little shorter route in. I've just been trying to play it like leftmost in the fairway as I can, or I'm comfortable with, and just taking my second shot in. I don't want to play from the rough, especially when this green is protected by bunker and has a green that looks like this. I'm gonna bring a straight up 4-iron in. Hopefully we don't fast these. God dang it. Would have been good distance if we didn't fast it. This is gonna run some though. Right off the green. There's a lot of just break off the green like this that you got to deal with this week. Probably most of the greens are positioned like this, where it's just a lot of sloping away from the hole. Get up close, take another par. That's completely fine. Yeah, 2 under at the turn when we should be, 4, 5 under if we want a really good round. Fortunately, just had a blow up hole, and I can just completely ruin a round, ruin a tournament. But it's a lot of trying to avoid those. This is another hole. This is going to be a bad miss. Another one of those holes where it's a long par 4. You definitely want to keep it fairway, because now we have this coming in on this long par 4, which is just not ideal. I don't even know if we're going to be able to get it up. Oh, we are going to get it up there. All right. It's going to be a nasty putt, but we at least recovered. More sloping away from the hole, so try not to overpower it. Play it smart. See if we can. Hopefully we don't hit this too hard. That's just going to be another bogey waiting to happen. I did hit it a touch too hard. Hopefully it hits the cup. Oh, okay. Whew. At least it stopped. And we will be able to take our par. Unfortunately, just kind of have a little bit of a bad stroke today. If you got the big dog, I loft it up and do a touch of fade and put it up over this bunker. It just depends on what you want to do. You can play it back and be completely safe yet again. Again, I just like to get into pitch range, so it's just whatever you're most comfortable with. I just take it right up over this bunker. Get into that wind a little bit. If you're using the big dog, you can get there. Now we'll have a nice little pitch coming in for our second. Which is especially nice with how this green's set up. Coming in a little bit longer, this can be a little bit of a problem and trying to hold green. But it can't be done. I mean, it's not that long of a shot coming in on your second. Fortunately, I slowed it. So we're going to have to deal with this hill going down. Yeah, just not playing good golf right now. This one, we're not scared to hit it a little bit more firm. Perfect. Or we want it. Make sure to check out the putting tutorial. Back to 3 under. All right. Moving in the right direction at least. Another easy blow-up hole. Again, all slopes away from the green. All of it. So if you hit here, you have a chance of going in the water. If you hit over here, you have a chance of hitting it into the water. If you hit it backside, you can run, roll, get a bad bounce, and potentially go into the water. The only places you can miss is right and short. So it comes back to course management. Try to minimize misses. If anything, I want to be short here. If I fast this, though, it's more than likely probably gone, and I will be... If it holds, I'll have a pretty tough shot coming back up. If it doesn't hold, then I will have another blow-up hole. This will hold. Yeah, this will hold fine. Nice chipping. All right. Hey, I mean, I'll take that. Give it to me. Right into my veins, please. Another chip in for Hemo. Easy replay. Okay. Here's another one. What type of player are you? Smart? Play it down here. Maybe even a 3-iron. Stupid? Like me? Get out the driver, baby. Do a little bit of a fade here. Do a little bit of this. Aim it over to the right. And go for the gold. Oh, and we hit a perfect. That's a bummer. You know what we do? Tin cup time. Tin cup time. And we hit another perfect. Okay. All right. Hey, that's okay. It's time for some Tim Cup. Look, I'm actually showing you guys, don't be like me. All right. Don't be an idiot. Just don't be an idiot. Because look, now we're going to be shooting for a double bogey right here. Whoopsie. So there goes our round and our entire tournament. We're probably going to miss a cut. So, don't be an idiot like me. 2 blow-up holes gave away 5 strokes. And we're right into the next blow-up hole. Again, if we hit a fast on this, not gonna be good. Especially, like the rest of the holes, sloping away. So if you hit it on one of those slopes, it's definitely gonna bounce right into the water. There's not a lot of room to miss. It's crazy how much better you do when you hit perfects. Crazy when you have good approach shots. Hey, we got one of those bad holes back. Nice little birdie. That scorecard's a Jekyll and Hyde. I would say probably one of the hardest par 5s to hit for eagle, but I just want to try to keep this right side. Like right in here is ideal. You can play it up left, but you have to kind of hit an interesting shot coming in, so I just try to keep it right. Too far right. No, it'll be okay. Oof. And this is what you have coming in. I would have liked to get it a little bit further up in the fairway for this. And you could bring a 3-wood into this. Just got to try to land it short and run it up. The problem with this green and the way that it's set up is pretty much anywhere that isn't on the right side of the green, you're going to be having a lot of trouble. Because again, it slopes out. So if you end up hitting it up here, it's going to be a really hard putt. So how you approach this green is completely up to you. I'm going to try to overpower it and go for it. Because again, I'm kind of an idiot. So we'll see if we can get it up there or not. 102 probably isn't going to be enough. But it is going to get up on the green. We're going to have a putt at it. It's going to be tough, but we are going to at least have a putt in for eagle. The reason I say this is the hardest hole to hit for an eagle is to get it into this little pouch, you have to hit a pretty solid second shot coming in. And if you hit it up to the left, I mean, good luck getting birdie. Good luck getting par, honestly, because it just runs off so fast that you lose it. You lose it really quickly. It actually isn't a terrible putt. Again, we're dealing with the yellow slope, so I'm going to play it back just a touch. It does start to go uphill after the hole, so we don't have to be too cautious, but we'll just play it back a touch. Ah, close. That was close. Another birdie, though. Look at this Jekyll and Hyde. Eagle, birdie, birdie, double. Birdie, birdie, triple. Birdie, birdie. Oh, my gosh. Grip and rip. Put it right up over the bunkers. Damn, I'm hitting a lot of perfects on this driver. It's kind of nice. Also kind of sucks. Looking at it, again, pretty straightforward green. If you miss, you want to miss short. probably gonna scoot into the rough. Oh, it is gonna get up here. This is gonna be a really bad putt. This is where I didn't want to be. That came out fairly clean. I'm not gonna count this out. We're just gonna kind of bring it up over here. I'm gonna look at my distance just because. So 79. See what we get. Just want to get it close. We achieved that. We definitely achieved that. Nice little par there. 2 holes left. And we'd be an 8 under right now. Bummer. Tons of fairway to work with here. I do a touch of fade just because I want to bring it in with the fairway. If you miss bunker, that's okay. You can actually recover quite nicely over there, which you'll be able to see. Time to start playing for perfects. Like I said, you can recover. Just gotta hit it in here. It'll get enough that it will stop. Didn't want to fast the hell out of it. This is not gonna stop. We're gonna have a splash shot coming back. But we'll at least be able to get it close for our par. That's a bummer. You can recover from there. I fasted the hell out of it. It was a really bad approach shot, which I've had all day. And here to end it off, 18, another par 3 blow-up hole. You got to avoid it. I have to avoid hitting a fast here, which I have not been able to do at all today. Hopefully we can, though. I'm just going to play it off, and we'll just play for a fast. And I just want to avoid the water, honestly. If we run it down this hill, that'd be great. This will work just fine. We'll at least have a birdie opportunity. But as you see, it runs off the green. A lot of the holes run off the green, so you have to keep that in mind. That you just have to play the slope at this course. There's, like I said, a ton of course management. I'm gonna be a little aggressive with this. Should be okay to do that. We ended on a birdie. Man. That round right there ends in a 4 under. That's why playing it safe here is the right decision. I'm actually glad that I had those 2 blow-up holes just so I could show you guys, like, just don't be me. Swallow that pride. You don't have to go for it, although I would go for it 100% of the time. That's just how I am. Always for the content. But you don't have to. I would have been up on the leaderboard, 9 under, if I just wouldn't have had those 2 extremely bad blow-up holes at this course. And they're littered all over the place. Like, this course, probably half the course is probably just all holes that you can do bogey or worse extremely easily. Just keep that in mind and go forth and conquer the Nice Shot Championship at Playa Saona. Thank you for watching. Hopefully this helps you. Hopefully you all have great tournaments this week. I've had people, come back and tell me, like, I've been watching your putting tutorials and your other tutorials that you do and your challenge circuits, and, like, I just scored a 40 under and I'm going to win this week. That's just awesome to hear. I'm glad that everybody is getting better at this game just by like watching my content. That makes me extremely happy because that is the goal of pretty much my entire channel and all of my content. I just want everybody to get better at virtual golf. So I'm glad that that is actually happening. But this is all I got for this week. Go forth and do your best. And I will catch you all next week on the next Challenge Circuit Course Guide. Until then, have a great rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world. And we'll see you later. Deuces.